Okay, I faster going to go back already because it looks like it's going to rain anytime soon. But before that, I think I'm going to have a quick look, not at YouTube, just what I was watching earlier on, but I'm going to look at the assignment I'm supposed to be working on for my further exegesis. So welcome to the Daily Bible Preaching Show. Woo. Okay, so I've been carrying this piece of paper in my back pocket until I forgot it's there, so it's all hancho already. But let's look at the next verse, which is verse 25. This is 1 Corinthians 15 verse 25, which says, "For he must reign until he has put all his enemies under his kaki, under his feet." So it's talking about Jesus. Again, two ideas. Jesus must reign. He must rule, he must be king, he must be the boss, but also Jesus must put all his enemies under his feet. That means stomp them, that means defeat them. But if you look back to verse 24, it means destroy them. Destroy them. So there's two things that are happening at the same time. You know, Jesus is the boss, but Jesus is also fighting off all the other big bosses, all his enemies, because these are rules and authorities and powers according to verse 24. So not very difficult, right? What do we learn from this? Okay. There are some callbacks here to other parts of scripture. You know, this under his feet is an expression of how everyone is really brought low and humbled under Jesus. And I think we see this in two places. Psalm 8, if I can remember. Actually, maybe not. Is it maybe not. Yes, okay, Psalm 8. Can you see? You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet. So it's a callback. You know, in the Old Testament already, God has promised that this particular person will receive all the power and will defeat all his enemies. And here it's talking about human beings, actually. Human beings. The context of this psalm is how God has given this supremacy, this power to human beings. But here is to one particular human being, to Jesus, who is human but also God. And so Jesus is the ultimate human, you can put it that way, because God has put all his enemies under his feet, and God has fulfilled Psalm 8 in the person of Jesus Christ. So that's one thing to take note of, that this New Testament verse actually calls back to lots of Old Testament promises. I think another place is Psalm 110, I think. I think I'll put it up here if I can remember where it is. But yeah, anyway, so this is a fulfillment in Jesus Christ, but also this idea of reigning. You know, the way in which we see Jesus reigning is by him defeating all these forces. Meaning, it's not the absence of pretenders to the throne, it's not the absence of opposition, but actually it's the presence of all these powers and all these rulers and authorities that then Jesus then defeats and destroys, that displays his power, that displays the fulfillment of this promise that God has given him, the kingdom of the world. And so we need to hold these two things in tension. On the one hand, you know, we see all these, you know, evil forces, we see all these wars, all these conflicts, but actually that displays the fact that Jesus is in control. You know, sometimes when you see these problems, you see these opposition, you think, oh, that means God has lost control. It means Jesus isn't ruling. But no. This is actually holding these two truths in tension. The fact that there are these forces means that Jesus has this opportunity to display his power by defeating them, by destroying them, and by putting all his enemies under his feet. So, okay, alright, yes. So that's just a short verse and a reflection for today before I cabut. I hope I don't get caught in the rain. Actually, you'll be fine. And the thing I'm worried about is that when it rains, right, the Grab prices go up. this morning I was trying to call a Grab just to go to the LRT. It's like a 5-minute ride, and it was 30 minutes wait. I think what happened was the guy got the call and then he started driving in the opposite direction. And then I saw 10 minutes became 15 minutes, became 20 minutes, and then he was closer to KL than he was to PJ. And then he just cabut lah. But yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about, that with rain, right, all the Grab prices will go up, no one will turn up, and then I'll be sitting there in the LRT lah. Yeah, stuck there. And then I have this piece of paper, I can go and read it. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a short one, just a quick reflection on one verse from 1 Corinthians 15 verse 25 for the Daily Bible Preaching Show. Yeah, bye.